Alright, hi everyone. So today I wanted to discuss top 5 tips on how you can produce your first game as fast as possible. Some people, from my experience using those tips, they produce their first game within the matter of days. Some took a little bit longer, so depending on your schedule, you can go as fast as just few days, or maybe you can squeeze it in within 1 week and produce your first game to the market. Let me give you the 5 tips. You can follow them and be successful in your first game production. So tip number 5, and maybe that's the one that is the most important one. Do not, and I repeat, if you're planning to be a game developer anyways, do not try and write your custom physics, custom stuff for your game. Just use whatever is available in the market. Use the game engine to help you speed up the process of producing your first prototype. There are plenty of engines on the market, Unity 3D, Godot, some other libraries that are very helpful for mobile games. So use as many tools, as many libraries, as many assets that are already publicly available. The faster you can kind of come up with a plan and come up with all the assets that you can use in order to speed up the process, the faster you can ship your first game. So definitely use what's available out there. Use all the tools, all the knowledge, everything that you can in order to push that product to the store as fast as possible. Tip number 4 also might be the most important one. Start small. Do not try and replicate World of Warcraft, Lineage 2, or some other very large projects on your own way while you're trying to learn how to be a game developer. Pick a very small game mechanic and a very small project, maybe a project that can be cycled around the same mechanics. So you come up with certain levels, maybe you program a little bit of complexity increase through the levels, and you just push it out that way. So definitely start small. Think about an idea that you can actually come up with and you can produce that super fast. Maybe this game is only one core mechanic where whenever you tap on the phone, stuff starts happening, and that's how the player interacts with that world. Don't think about the game where there are a lot of different mechanics, a lot of different interaction systems, dialogues, and things like that. Just think small, but make sure you focus on actually delivering this game to the market. Tip number 3, planning. I'm a firm believer that if you have good enough plan and you can progress through that plan day by day, or week by week, whenever you have a little bit of time available, you dedicate that time to your plan, you can make a huge impact and you can progress huge milestones at the end of the day. So maybe use something like ClickUp or Trello or any other project management tool in order to come up with a plan. Put the plan on paper, and not always it will go according to the plan, but it's always good to have those milestones in place and follow those milestones. So the plan might be, let's build the core mechanic day 1. Let's build visual effects, sound effects day 3. Let's do the other things within the game on day 5. And on day 7, I'm gonna do all the integrations and push the game into the store. Then take those big chunks of information and start breaking them down into smaller chunks. What is the game mechanic that I'm gonna have in the game? How player can control this game mechanic? And kind of start shrinking this project into smaller chunks. And then analyze, is it realistic to deliver all of this within 7 business days or not? Maybe you need to push some stuff out of your project plan. Maybe you can add a little bit of scope into your plan. No matter what the outcome is, definitely try and come up with at least a basic plan of what you're planning to deliver and when you're planning to deliver it. Keep yourself accountable as well. Tip number 2, ask for help when you need it. You can use Reddit, you can use Twitter, you can use any other social media, you can go and find some articles online. You can see what information is available out there. Maybe there is a GitHub repository with a very similar concept of your game that you can utilize in order to make your game come true. So use the resources that are available for you, even outside of game engine. Maybe if you're stuck somewhere, ask on a forum. Don't hesitate to ask other people how you can progress through the problem. Maybe there is a very elegant solution. You just need that outside help and outside view in order to solve. Typically, people are very willing to help and they want to help you succeed as well. So why not use their help? Ask for help when you need it. Tip number 2. And then tip number 1. Try to find people to collaborate with. I think that's the biggest thing. If you just find right people that you can grind with, and there are plenty of people online that are willing to jump on the project and kind of build that experience with you. So let's imagine you're a game developer and you have that idea for a game. Now you need visual effects, 3D models. You need a lot of other systems integrated into your game. Find people who are willing to take care of those portions. They're also trying to build their portfolio, same as you are. They're willing to gain that experience. Collaborate with those people. And then very unique and very interesting stuff starts happening when you collaborate with people who are of a very similar mindset. I feel that if you have the right team in place, you can do anything. Perhaps you can even build that startup, build that successful startup of game developers eventually, if you just have right people by your side. So look for people to collaborate with. Again, use Reddit, use other game development portals in order to see if there are any people who are willing to make a game with you. Maybe it doesn't have to be your concept. Maybe you can come up with that concept together, then plan it, start building on it. So yeah, find the right people. You will both motivate, you will motivate each other in order to make that game. And it will be a vast success. Even if it's not a financial success, it's a huge milestone for anybody to push their first game into the market. Use those 5 tips, and I'm sure you'll succeed in your goals and your missions. Have a great day, everybody. I hope you make your first game come true.